This video, we're going to be setting up the ability to have a carousel in our fabricator. So let's go ahead and work on installing and setting up the carousel. So we have an article block already, and let's go ahead and copy and paste this in. And for this one, we just want to go ahead and make sure that we call this carousel block. And we need a lot fewer options in here because this is quite a lot simpler to do, so we should really be able to do this in just one video. So we can go ahead and also just return the data here. And then we just need to go in here, down where we have our resources, inside blocks. We have a carousel one here already, but let's go ahead into our fabricator. So we have our fabricator in here. So if you remember, we basically can just go ahead and do the same we did for our other block. So let's set in here where we have our tip tap carousel. In here, let's go ahead and make sure we import this repeater. In the file upload, let's make sure we make image editor. So we add in the editor here. And aside of that, we also then in this case can go down here to our views. Let's close down the database folder here. And then we have the fabricator here. So let's go ahead and make a page block here called carousel. And let's just say X Mary carousel. And let's go ahead and find Mary UI carousel in here. Or we could even just go by the example inside our block here in the render one. Just like that. And then again, we array map through it and we put in the images here. So what we do in here is we basically have the item, image, but we just want to take through images in this case. So in here we have images. Hey everyone, just taking a quick break to thank our sponsor today, Teller. If you're like me and love creating sleek, high-quality screen recordings for coding tutorials or project demos, Teller is the tool you've been looking for. Teller makes creating content easier with features like auto-transcription, allowing you to generate captions instantly and even edit your video directly through the transcript. This makes fine-tuning your videos a breeze. You also get amazing features like auto zoom, which keeps the focus on the right part of your screen, making your viewers experience more engaging. Whether you want to record your screen, webcam, or both, Teller's intuitive interface ensures it's all just a few clicks away. Plus, it's all in your browser. No downloads, no fuss. Here's the best part. If you use my link in the description, you can get Teller with a small discount. So if you want to take your content to the next level, give Teller a try at teller.tv. Now let's get back into the video. Let's open up the sidebar here and then go into test. We're showing the articles page. Let's go into our content/admin as well now. And in here, inside pages, inside test page, let's go ahead and add another block. So we want to make sure that we can actually register this block properly as well. So let's go ahead and make sure this gets properly registered. Before we actually go on, let's make sure we create a block here instead called Carousel. And let's go ahead and just copy and paste what we have in this block in here and then redo it like that. Delete it. And actually, let's go ahead and make sure we call it Carousel block. And let's override it. Just like that. And then let's go ahead and make sure we go down here. We still have the fabricator, but we want to go ahead and just copy and paste what we have in here. And then put in props, images. And let's make sure we also name it correctly in here. There we go. And then let's go ahead and add one here, and then add in another one from a different episode here. And let's go ahead and save. We can even go ahead and edit them if we wanted to, using the default editor that's installed in Filament PHP. So let's save these changes, see if we've broken the page or not. Okay, so let's go ahead and for now in here I want to just go ahead before we even return the data, item on the data. Okay, so we get an images through here. So let's just go ahead and copy this, but for now, let's say print images and see what it looks like when we get it through in the database in here. So currently it says unable to locate for images. Let's call this carousel instead. That's why it's not working. There we go. And then in here, let's go back in and add in this function here. And then let's go ahead and say h2 images. And let's add it again, because I think because we renamed it to carousel, it deleted the data, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and add 2 different images in here for testing purposes. Let's rename the file in here to be spelled correctly. The issue we're seeing here is essentially we have this carousel here, but also an article block being rendered on this page. So what we need to do is we need to go ahead and add this inside of div. There we go. And now you can see we have this carousel here, and obviously we could make it smaller, which would make sense. So we could go ahead and copy a bit of the styling in here. For example, let's add a padding of 6. And let's go ahead and make sure inside article here that we have the heading. We could even allow the user to specify a custom heading here if you want to. And then let's put this in something like max width of 5x MMT2, and let's say MX auto. Let's say text center here. And you could change the size around. Maybe you want to make this smaller, but at the end of the day, this is essentially how we could do it. And depending on what you use, this is how we could have different images in here. Now, this is obviously not the most ideal size for these images here, but you can go ahead and choose how exactly you want to set it up. That's all for this video though. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.